Hello everyone. Today in this lecture I will give you brief introduction about FET and the working of FET. FET is a field effect transistor which is a three terminal device. It is basically used for amplification and the switching. So as we can see in the figure, the field effect transistor have three terminals. First terminal is a gate terminal, second terminal is a drain terminal, and the third terminal is a source terminal. So first terminal is a gate terminal. This gate terminal control the drain current. The second terminal is the drain terminal through which the current flow in the circuit, and the third terminal is the source terminal. This source terminal provide majority charge carrier. This source terminal provide majority charge carrier. But if we have n channel FET, then the majority charge carriers are electrons, and if we have p channel FET, then the majority charge carriers are holes. So this source provide either electrons or holes. Now let's move on the working diagram of the FET. So this is the working diagram of FET, and this is n channel FET. This is n channel FET working diagram. This is n channel because n type material is forming a channel between two p type material. Here in this diagram, n type material is forming a channel between two p type material. Therefore this is the working diagram of n channel FET. In this working diagram there are gate, drain and the source terminal, and this is our first case in which VGS is at 0 volt and VDS means that we can say that is VDD, and VDS it at some positive potential. So VGS, this is our first case in which VGS is at 0 potential, and VDS, we must say that VDS is equals to VDD, and that is at some positive potential. And if this is the diagram of n channel FET, then this source provide electrons. This source provide electrons, and the electrons is repelled by the negative terminal. This source provide the electrons. So these electrons are repelled by the negative terminal, and therefore they drift towards the drain terminal. These electrons are repelled by the drain terminal and they drift towards the negative terminal, and they drift towards the drain terminal. Therefore a conventional current flow in this direction, that is ID. So electrons are moving from here to here, from S to D, and the conventional current flow in this direction, and this current is called drain current, that is denoted by ID. So our first case, when VGS equal to 0 volt and VGS equal to VG minus VS, that is equal to 0 volt, VG equal to VS, or we can say VG equal to VS. Therefore gate terminal and the source terminal are at same potential, and we connect in this circuit like this. Second point is VDS is equals to VDD, and this VDD is a some positive potential. So VDS is positive, means that VD minus VS, and if VD minus VS is a positive, so VD is more than VS. These two equations we have. In first equation VG equal to VS, and in another equation VD is more than VS. Now take a look what will happen if VDS is equals to, let's say VDS equal to 2 volt. Let's say VDS equal to 2 volt, that is a positive potential, and if VDS equal to 2 volt, here we have two PN semiconductor diode. One is PN, that is PN, and another is that is PN. So we have two PN semiconductor diode, and this is the depletion layer. That is the depletion layer. So if VDS is equals to 2 volt, then this VDS means that here we have 2 volt, here we have 2 volt, and here we have 0 volt. VDS is 2 volt means that at drain terminal we have 2 volt, and at source terminal we have 0 volt. So difference between 2 and 0 is 2 volt. So here is 2 volt. So N N-type material is connected with 2 volt and the P-type material is connected with 0 volt. N-type is connected with 2 volt and this P-type connected with 0 volt. So this PN junction will be in reverse bias, and if PN junction will be in reverse bias, then what will happen? The width of depletion layer increase. If PN junction is in reverse bias, then width of depletion layer increase. So this is the depletion layer. Now it will increase like this way. Now it will increase like this way. So the channel forming between two p-type material keep on decreasing. In this way, if VDS equal to 2 volt, then the depletion layer width increase and the channel width decrease. The channel width decrease, so there are now less electrons will move towards the drain, so drain terminal. So as we keep on increasing VDS is equals to 2 volt first case, and as we keep on increasing VDS equal to 4 volt, third point, if we keep on increasing VDS equal to 6 volt, and if we keep on increasing, then the width of depletion layer keep on increasing like this way. In this way the width of depletion layer increase. Why width of depletion layer increase? Because this PN junction will be now in reverse bias, and if the PN junction in reverse bias, then the PN junction diode will be in reverse bias, so the depletion layer width increase, and this depletion layer increase like in this way. Therefore what we have a graph between ID versus VDS. So first of all, current keep on increasing, and after that it keep constant. And why current keep constant? Current keeps constant because when this channel width shrink, if this width of this N channel shrink, then there are no flow of the electrons towards the drain. So in the starting drain current increase, keep on increase, and after a particular voltage this current keeps constant, and that particular voltage is known as pinch off voltage. This particular voltage is called pinch off voltage. So VDS equal to VP, and this VP is called pinch off voltage, at which the pinch means that like a pinch, and in this pinch there are no flow of the electrons towards the drain. So this voltage is called pinch off voltage. So in the starting current keeps on increasing, and after that this current keeps constant. Thank you everyone.